The familiar phrase, "New Year, New Me," is often used quite a bit during this time of year. With many people around the world striving for change, the new year truly is a time for improvement. Claudia Yates shows us what some fellow students' New Year's resolutions are later in the show.
As Prosper is growing, new construction around town is popping up. Blake Rao traveled to Fire Station number 2 for a look at the new station.
In case you haven't been looking at your phone recently, there is indeed a slight chance of snow flurries this Friday. Hannah Dennis breaks down the chance of frozen precipitation as well as previews the weather for this weekend in today's 3-day forecast.
Eagle Nation News starts right now.
Good morning, Prosper High School, and welcome to the first episode of Eagle Nation News of 2017. I'm Brandon Bonaparte.
And I'm Reagan Ranzer. Here are today's top stories. This past Saturday, 2 small aircrafts crashed above the streets of Custer Road and Virginia Parkway. The first plane ended up crashing in the middle of Custer Road, while the other plane wound up going down in a storage facility. 3 people died due to the crash.
The year 2017 is upon us, and with the new year comes new students. The new student social takes place today after school. As an addition to the social, cafeteria seating additions will also be available exclusively for people new to the school during all lunches. Prosper High School mentors will be at those tables as well to meet and socialize with the new students.
The Prosper Annual Guys Volleyball Tournament is right around the corner. Tries will take place today in the small gym with the freshmen and sophomores from 5 to 6 and the juniors and seniors from 4 to 5. Any guy may try out.
The town of Prosper is adding an additional fire station to the community. Referred to as the Coop, the fire station will be located off Teal Parkway and next to Artesia. Blake Rao gives us important information on the new fire station as well as shows how it will greatly benefit the growing community.
The town of Prosper's Fire Station number 2 on Teal Parkway had an opening ceremony on December 10th. Firemen from the cities Frisco, Aubrey, Little Elm, and McKinney attended the event.
The station reduces response times to anywhere in this area by several minutes. As most people know, minutes could be the difference of somebody's life and death. And at one time, to our furthest west structure is 1385. That we actually serve, that we're responsible for. And it used to take 13-14 minutes to get to some of the areas off of 1385, where now we're just 2 to 3 minutes away from.
Our first role as town council is really to set more of the strategic planning for what we need in facilities and such like this. And so in essence, the first thing was working with a developer who was willing to donate us some property out here and realizing that we needed a second fire station out here.
Every fireman has a 24-hour shift that starts at 7 a.m. and ends at 7 p.m. the next day. The new fire station allows the community to become more involved through classes that involve CPR training.
At this fire station, we have 1 fire engine, has 4 firefighters on it, and we have a medic which has 2. So they're at all times, there will be a minimum of 6 personnel at this fire station, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
All the firefighters and paramedics, even the officers and the drivers that are on the fire trucks, are also cross-trained, so they're paramedics also.
So this is our first year where we have a student interested in the fire program from the high school, and he rides out every 3rd day on C shift. So we already got that started, and hopefully with the interest we'll get to expand that quite a bit. It's exciting times. The town's growing very fast. With the opening of this number 2 fire station, we're already in the early design phases of number 3 fire station. So it takes a long time from start to finish. So we finish one and jump straight into the next one.
For Eagle Nation News, I'm Blake Rao.
After this commercial break, Claudia Yates asks Prosper High School students what their New Year's resolutions consist of.
Every New Year, whether they keep them or not, people make their New Year's resolutions, things from working out to eating healthy. Everyone tries to improve in the new year. Claudia Yates asked some of Prosper's students what they wanted to improve on this year.
The month of December is over, which means that decorative lights are getting put away and Christmas trees are getting packed up. As the society prepares to head into the new year, people make new resolutions that are planned to be fulfilled in 2017.
The holidays have passed and a new year is here. One tradition that the society has created is a New Year's resolution. People do this to motivate themselves to be a better person in the upcoming year.
What do you think a New Year's resolution is all about?
To create goals for yourself to make yourself better.
The Babylonians started the tradition of New Year resolutions 4,000 years ago. Resolutions help you strive for success, happiness, and deep fulfillment in your life.
What's your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution is to be nicer to people, and that takes a lot of patience because people are tough, so.
Actually, I'm just going to get out there and grind and just work hard to make my resolutions come true. So that's it.
Joe, what is your New Year's resolution?
I want to eat healthier.
I'm here with Hollis Cricken. Hollis, can you tell me what your New Year's resolution is?
I just want to be nicer to my friends and family.
Probably to get your room after graduation.
Wonder, what is your New Year's resolution?
Caring for others. It should be nice and help others to see how much I care.
As Christmas season closes out and all the decorations get put away for next year, people start thinking about New Year resolutions to start off the year as a better person. With Eagle Nation News, I'm Claudia Yates.
Now let's send it over to Ethan Burden with your social media update.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Ethan Burden, and I hope everyone had a wonderful winter break and a happy New Year's. Even though winter has come to an end, sadly, that does not mean the winter temperatures will leave as well. And I don't know about all of you guys, but I find it kind of frustrating that the freezing cold temperatures decided to kick in after the break. I mean, on Christmas, we had the temperatures in the 70s. Now, a lot of unbelievable things have happened during this break and these last few weeks of 2016. We lost a beloved celebrity over the break. Carrie Fisher, also known as Princess Leia from the well-known Star Wars films, passed away December 27th. And not only a day later, her mother, Debbie Reynolds, passed away from a stroke. We also lost another beloved celebrity over the break, George Michael, an English singer, songwriter, and producer. Even though the year of 2016 may have been tough with the losses of many beloved celebrities and other tragedies across the world, 2017 has finally come and it's time for change. Well, that's going to do it for today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Ethan Burden.
After this commercial break, Hannah Dennis is in studio with your 3-day weather forecast.
This is your ENN Radio Club.
This is a remake by the hit Brainiac.
Welcome back, Eagle Nation. After the very long wait, we actually have a chance of snow and ice in the forecast that North Texas is preparing for. TxDOT has been putting brine on the bridges and overpasses yesterday and today. For those of you who don't know what brine is, it is a mixture of water and salt. Once it dries on the road, it lowers the freezing temperature, which makes it almost impossible for ice to form. Now, the forecast is only showing that we will receive snow flurries on Friday, so for any of you hoping for a snow day, the chances are slim to none, but as we know, weather can change instantly. Moving on to the local 3-day forecast, today the high reaches 40 and it'll be pretty windy with the winds being 15 to 25 miles per hour. Throughout the day, more clouds will be moving in, then overnight we have a 30% chance of snow flurries. Tomorrow the high reaches 38 and we will have a hard freeze with the low dipping down into the 20s. So for those of you who forget to turn off your irrigation system, you will have patches of frozen grass on your lawn. It will still be a pretty windy day with winds reaching 10 to 20 miles per hour. Throughout the day we have a 30% chance of snow flurries, but don't worry, it should not affect your driving going to and from school. Now Saturday we will slowly start to warm back up with the high reaching 42. It won't be very windy at all, and for the most part it should be a pretty clear day. Taking a look into next week, we might go back up into the 70s once again, which is very unusual for January. I'm Hannah Dennis, and with this winter weather, you should know that it's National Soup Month.
After this commercial break, Abby Smith highlights boys and girls basketball games from this past Tuesday.
The 15th annual Boys Volleyball Tournament for all classes is around the corner. Boys, see your class president for tryout info and signups. The cost is a $5 entry fee to place your name on the roster. All library books checked out before winter break must be renewed or returned to the library. PHS Radio with Edge meets Tuesday, January 10th at 7:50 in room 1050. The club is currently looking for a production manager.
So, Brandon, this past Tuesday, boys and girls basketball teams played McKinney North at home.
And here to recap those games as well as preview upcoming sporting events is Abby Smith. Abby?
Thank you, Brandon. I'm Abby Smith. On Tuesday night, the boys and girls teams both hosted their home opener against district rivals McKinney North. Mackenzie Hamilton has the highlights.
The Lady Eagle basketball team hosted the McKinney North Bulldogs Tuesday night in their 4th district game. Coming off their wins against Little Elm, Newman Smith, R.L. Turner, and a tournament championship over the Colony, the ladies look to continue their winning streak. Trailing in the first half, the ladies came back with a team high of 24 points in the third quarter. The final score of the game was 66-51, with Jordan Oliver leading the team with 13 points. Alexa Bushy, Hannah Reynolds, Taylor Stevenson, Mackenzie Hewitt, and Bailey Lightfoot all had 10 points as well that aided in the ladies' victory. The Eagle basketball team took the court after the girls for their first home district matchup against McKinney North as well. The Eagles were also coming off a consolation bracket win of 70-59 in overtime over the Colony. Tavion White was named to the all-tournament team too. The Eagles trailed the entire game and had a consistent 8 points per quarter, making the final score 51-32 in favor of the Bulldogs. The Eagles now have a 1-1 record in district play.
Congratulations to the girls on a big win, and congrats to the boys on a hard-fought battle. The girls will travel to the Colony this Friday to play at 6 o'clock. The girls and boys wrestling team is headed to Frisco Lone Star. Boys will start at 6, and girls will start at 7:30. Prosper's very own hockey team has a game tonight at 8:15 in Plano against Flower Mound Marcus. Boys soccer team is hosting their very own tournament. Their first matchup will be against Wiley East at 6 o'clock tonight. The girls soccer team traveled to College Station to compete in a tournament. The girls have a 4-0 record this season and hope to keep their flawless record throughout this tournament. Good luck to all who are competing this week. That's all I have for you today. For Eagle Nation Sports, I'm Abby Smith. Let's see what they have for us back at the desk.
Thank you, Abby. Now for one final announcement. The ASVAB test is January 20th at 8:30. The ASVAB is a federally funded program designed to help students make career decisions for after high school. To sign up, see Ms. Benavides in the Counseling Center. The deadline is January 17th.
Well, that's all we have for you today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Reagan Ranzer.
And I'm Brandon Bonaparte. Live long and prosper.